Hey guys, welcome to episode number 3 of StarCraft Mass Recall Protoss campaign. If you are one of the live viewers, not live viewers, but you know, one of the people that keeps up with this as it's releasing, then you'll notice there was a little bit of a break. I apologize for that. The holiday season came and went and I was very busy. But we are going to be back to daily releases from this point on until we finish Omega, the end of the Brood War Zerg campaign. Should be fun. I've been looking forward to getting back into this. What happened? I haven't actually played StarCraft in like a week. The Zerg Hive cluster near the Scion province was destroyed, but the Protoss forces paid a high price for their victory. Praetor Phoenix, hero and steward of the Templar, was killed during the assault. The Conclave, convinced that its stratagems were winning the war against the Zerg, have let down their guard and turned their attention to personal matters. The Judicator Aldaris was ordered to find and arrest the wayward Tassadar and bring him home to stand trial for his crimes of treason. Now, with only a small fleet for protection, Aldaris and the Executor have traveled to the ash world of Char, hoping that Tassadar is still somewhere to be found.
Executor, I know that you were reluctant to leave Ire in this dark hour, and that you still grieve for the loss of your comrade, Phoenix. But remember that he lived and died as a Templar. He has reached the Kala's end. There is no greater glory than that. We Judicator are called to look beyond such matters, to ensure the safety and future of our people. It is not the Zerg, but the rogue Tassadar, who represents the greatest threat to us now. If he is allowed to spread the Dark Templar's tainted influence to Ire, all will be lost. We will find him and bring him to judgment. Tassadar claimed that this world was abandoned by the Zerg just prior to the invasion of Ire. Yet I still sense a lingering darkness here. Be prepared for anything, Executor. If there are still Zerg on this world, then they must surely know of our arrival.
Of course they know about our arrival, because the only one sneaky enough to get onto Char without telling the Zerg is the rogue Tassadar. Alright, let's get into this. So one thing that we're going to be doing that I'm changing up is every episode from now on is just going to be one mission, except for probably the first mission of the Protoss Brood War campaign, because that one's really, really short, like 5 minutes long. This is because I've had trouble with scheduling. Alright, so we have 4 goons, we have 4 zealots, and we have 1 High Templar. With Storm, no hallucination. Seems good. Should be a pretty easy romp through. Do I have music on? There we go. Perfect. Oh, no, you're not. As I said earlier, I have not played StarCraft in like 10 or 11, not 10 or 11 days. I think it's been 9 days. It's been quite a while. In fact, I think this is the longest break from StarCraft that I have had in 2 years. Basically, I started streaming in about January 2020, and I have never taken a break as long as 9 days since then. It probably is a healthy thing to do. Interesting thing, my shoulder is a lot better. My shoulder has been giving me pain for a couple months now, and just this little break has really, really helped out. Also, just not streaming daily, I think has been very, very healthy for it in general, but then no RTS at all definitely was good, and I think that's a really healthy sign. I think that means that I don't have like an RSI on my shoulder, and more of it was just injured and then I proceeded to use it consistently and it never like super recovered. Because it feels great now. It feels good as new. But I will be careful with it. I know people in chat are going to be like, Grant, no, don't get overconfident. That's your weakness. And I know. Also, ravens are my weakness, but there's no ravens in this game, so just overconfidence will get me. Oh, I've missed doing this, kind of. Sorry if I'm super energized. It's actually 5 in the morning right now because my sleep schedule is completely messed up. It's too cold. I can't get to sleep at normal times now, so I've been getting to sleep about 7 a.m. because that's the only time that I can. We've almost found Jim Raynor, by the way. Spoilers. We've almost found Tassadar and no one else By the way, I know this map like the back of my hand.
It shall be done.
There we go.
Aldaris, Executor, how is it that you've come here? I was about to abandon all hope of rescue.
I have come to arrest you and bring you home to Aya to stand trial.
Arrest me? Ire burns at the touch of the Zerg. You travel all this way to arrest me?
Don't let it get to you, man. This happened to me once.
Who is this human, Tassadar?
The name's Jim Raynor, pal. And I won't be talked down to by anybody. Not even a Protoss.
Amusing. Tassadar, your taste in companions grows ever more inexplicable. Executor, prepare to take Tassadar into custody.
Executor, wait. I do not know what they have told you about me. But what I have done for Ire. Help me find Zeratul and his Dark Templar. They alone can defeat the Overmind Cerements. Once we have won, I shall gladly submit myself to the judgment of the Conclave.
Unthinkable. You presume that we would side with the Dark Ones as you have? You have gone quite mad, Tassadar.
You shall speak of them with respect, Aldaris. Executor, there is much that I can explain to you. If only you'll help me find Zeratul.
Alright. So I realized partway through that cutscene.
We've been surrounded.
I realized partway through that cutscene that I completely forgot to change the audio balance. I apologize. I need to remember to do that for the vocals so you guys can actually hear during cutscenes. Mass Recall, not built for streaming setups, definitely built for personal playing things. By the way, I'm sure some of you have noticed that if you are live viewers, then you might have seen that I actually uploaded this video already. I don't remember if I said that already today. But I did a version of this run and the next mission, and I was not happy with the video. I decided to take it down, and I'm just redoing it right now. So that's why we're doing this again. I apologize to anyone who had to see that video. It just wasn't very good. And I have quality standards, especially I'm trying to remember that this isn't live, right? I'm not streaming this, so I can try to do a little bit better. Or what are you doing, bud? Okay. This mineral field is just garbage. So, very interesting thing that I actually explained last time. The whole reason I brought that up is because I'm going to talk about the same exact topic that I did before, but it is interesting, so I wanted to talk about it. During that cutscene, the vocal cutscene, right after it ends, there was that whole, like, Zergy sound, and what happens there is that a bunch of Zerg burrow around the map. We have to get back to this point, and now it's heavily defended. So, in the StarCraft 1 speedrun, if you've never seen it, what you do is right up here is the trigger for this. If you save and then load, what you can do is break the audio, and it will allow you to play the game during the cutscene. And then what you do is you just walk to the end, and none of the Zerg have spawned, and then you're done. We obviously don't get that luxury here, plus that would be a little more boring. We're going to make sure that we have a nice little force. I got to be careful with Jimmy John Raynor. By the way, in the cutscene, I love that he kind of scoots his way up here when Tassadar and Aldaris are talking. But what was he doing? Just hanging out with the probes before? He's just mining in his vulture. I really like to believe that is true. So I actually wanted to ask a question about future content to you guys. I was thinking, and I was trying to map out how long this run will take, and it looks like either on the 31st or the 1st of January is when it's going to end. At which point, I'm going to need something to fill in this noon time slot. And is that a probe? No, it's not a probe, it's just like a floating triangle. Got it. So I wanted to know, I know this sounds kind of weird, but would people actually be interested in this style of commentated playthrough for StarCraft 2? Or has that been done basically to death at this point? And if it's just a normal StarCraft 2 run, it wouldn't quite be enough. Well, One thing I was thinking about is I haven't played through a version of the game with like all the audio and the dialogues and stuff and been able to talk about those on stream like ever. You know, I've always just kind of skipped through all that stuff because when you've done it enough, you've done enough. Oh, that's a big army. Oh, never mind. Psystorm might be good, but Spider Mines are gooder. My goodness. You know what? We're done with workers. We're going to get some Zealots, we're going to get some High Templar, and we're going to get going. So, my thoughts on how that sort of run would be is I would be going through the story with all that kind of stuff. I would try to focus on like that kind of stuff for a lot of discussion, but also there is one thing that I've been meaning to get some practice for that I would like to do. And that is, oh gosh, this building takes forever to build. That is, I've done a 24-hour stream before that was all achievements. And that run is so hard. And no one has successfully done it in sub 24 hours, like not even close. And I have a route, I'm really happy with it. I've got the trigger break now, and I've started trying to reroute that kind of stuff, but I need to practice it. So I was thinking that maybe what I would do if people are interested in this sort of run in StarCraft 2 is I would, in the gameplay segment of it, I would be trying to get all the achievements every time that I play through one of the missions, in every mission that it's possible, obviously. So that would be, in every run, I would try to get the 2 base achievements and the mastery. There aren't masteries in Wings of Liberty, but you know, for Legacy of the Swarm and Heart of the Void. Oh gosh, Jim. Careful, careful. We gotta be very, very safe with him because he can not get repaired. And he's got 0/0 upgrades, which are pretty garbage. I don't know, I'd just like to hear what you guys think. I literally just have no idea if anyone is at all interested in this. And if you are not interested in it, please say that as well, because often on YouTube, it's very easy for people that are excited about something to be like, yeah, this is good. And then they will appear to be the majority even if they're not. So I'm going to ask, please, if people have a countering opinion and they voice it well and respectfully, please do not downvote them. I just want to get a general feel for things, and I will make decisions based off of that. Or if you would prefer to say, for example, maybe you don't want to see the all achievements thing, and instead you'd prefer to see like, hey, could you just go for non-standard compositions? You know, you're not doing a challenge run, so maybe like legitimately try to make the Predator work when it can, that sort of thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what a structure would be, and I'm just not sure if people are interested in StarCraft 2 at all for a non-challenge run, as weird as it is to say. Alright, I'm going to get Singularity Charge, I'm going to get Zealot Legs, and then I'm going to get prepared to move across this map and crush it. You know what? What's over here? I kind of want to go... You know, I could go back the way I came, I could go down this way, which I'm pretty sure is another path, or I could figure out what's over here. Because I have no idea. And, well, I know there's attack waves. Ooh, ensnare. That's fancy. Yeah, let's go kill it. That sounds like fun. I would love to just figure out what's happening on this map. Income is pretty low, though, which sucks. So the ability to reinforce here is pretty bad. Gonna have to wait for this ensnare to run out eventually. And now, while we're moving over here, let's get Jimmy to drop some spider mines this way. Oh, there's a lot of guys. Oh, wow. That was a pretty bad storm. I just stormed my own zealots, basically. Oh, wonderful. Okay, this does look like it is a Zerg base. We got some sunks. Tastar is doing great on HP. This ability gives a plasma shield to an ally for 6 seconds. Let's put it on that guy and see how it does. Oh, we should have done it on that Archon. Let's keep going. I think we busted their defenses, and it's really just the pathing up this... Oh gosh, Dragoons are such Dragoons. Even in StarCraft 2 engine, they still just run around like dinguses. It's kind of wonderful that that is a inbuilt trait to their being. Alright, this base was actually pretty easy. I guess that's how it's always going to be on a mission where you're given one base. They're never going to have, like, the super death base of Doom. Is there anything else in here? Let's go scout with Mr. Dragoon. I'm sure that he will quickly figure out whether there's fun or not. There are 2 Zerglings, which is too much for a Dragoon to fight, so let's get a literal Archon to help him out. What's going on here? I don't know how that guy took 35 damage. Oh, that's a lot of Zealots. Alright, I'm going to take out the second hatch. This is just going to make it so I don't get counterattacked as I go. I figure if I'm here, I might as well. I don't think it's imminent national importance, but just a little bit of safety. They might have a drone around here or something that'll rebuild, but honestly, at this point, I'll just be done. Oh, look, we might actually be able to slip over here or something. That'd be really cool. We'd just almost be at the objective. And then we want... How do we... Oh, R for Archon, not C. I believe it's C in StarCraft 2, or I'm just making up buttons after not playing for a bit. Both seem fairly reasonable. Oh, look at that. It's a little hospital evacuation. If Jim got hurt, we could send him right over here and a dropship would come pick him up. That doesn't work, right? Oh, that would be such a funny Easter egg. I'm going to try. He just, like, rejoins the Dominion. They send him to a medic facility.
This is Jimmy.
We have to wait for Tassadar to move around the map anyway, so we might as well go have an adventure with Jim. Okay, we gotta not run too far forward. 0% chance it's gonna work. Oh, it's not even pathable. Oh well. Well, this is a really strong army at this point. Ooh, an Ultralisk. Oh yeah, it's a StarCraft 1 Ultralisk, never mind. I mean, it looked really scary until I realized that it doesn't do any AoE. It's just a fat Zergling. I think that in StarCraft 1, you should be able to evolve Zerglings into Ultras. If they get like 20 kills, it should just happen. It's a strict downgrade from a Zergling, but, you know, it would be kind of fun. Alright, we're almost at the end of this. Crush 'em, Archon. I can't wait to get Dark Archons. They're going to be so broken with the StarCraft 2 interface. Because honestly, the biggest thing that makes Archons and anything like that bad is the difficulty of use. It's not like the fact that they lose their shields when they mind control actually matters. It's just that it's a pain to use spellcasters. Oh gosh, Psystorm is good. Oh gosh, it's good. What's up here?
Go ahead, Commander.
Sorry, I know I'm going on adventures, but I figure these are things that I should actually know. I'm supposed to, like, understand StarCraft single player or something like that, but I really don't. This is another Zerg base? But I don't know how to get over there. Oh no, that just leads to the other way to move across the map. It's nothing special. It's one sunk, if I recall. There we go. Okay, options. I gotcha. Don't worry. I'm on your side. Return to game. Look how big those mountains
My
are.
thanks, Executor. Now let us find Zeratul and speed our way home.
Like, those mountains must be hundreds of miles across, right? If Char is, let's say, 6,000 miles diameter. Those are enormous. Wow. Bigger than anything we got on Earth. Oh, there's no more audio. All right, cool. Good thing I turned... Good thing I turned the voices up for that last bit. Thank you guys for coming. Mass Recall back to daily release schedule at noon Pacific time or whatever time that is for you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.